To place our HTML elements like images, tables, div elements wherever we want, we can use left, right, top, bottom. But in order to use these four, we need to learn position properties. And if we are very good at these position properties, then we can absolutely make use of left, right, top, bottom positions, and we can move the elements wherever we want in this entire web page. There are four position properties: static, relative, fixed, and absolute. This is an example or the syntax how to use a position property. So simple: position, colon, and name of the position. It could be relative, static, fixed, or absolute. By default, any HTML element's position is static. One need not to explicitly tell the position should be static. What happens when your position is static? You cannot use any one of the four positions. Like, you cannot move the element either left, right, or top or bottom. You cannot make a movement. In case if you say position as relative, then you can move the element wherever we want from its relative viewpoint. It means that from its original appearance, you can move that element either left side, bottom, top, right side, wherever you want, you can do it. From its relative position, you can do that. If you make the position as fixed, then the element's viewpoint is fixed in the web page. Even after scrolling, you can see that element is fixed. Even though you have so many number of items in the web page, if you scroll down or scroll up, you can see that element is always fixed there. Number 4 and the last one, absolute. Unlike the fixed one, the only difference is that you can place this element wherever you want in the web page, but the viewpoint is not fixed. Upon scrolling, the element disappears. When you have too many number of elements, wherever you place the element, and if you say the position to be absolute, then the element disappears upon scrolling down and scrolling up. Only at its viewpoint the element appears. It means that its position is not fixed with respect to viewpoint. Now we are going to see the examples. Let's start. Here is an example. I have taken a very simple div element. Inside div I have taken an h2, and these are the properties for div element: border, background color, and width are set. And this is a div element. The first position that we are going to cover is static. We need not to explicitly write like this: position static. By writing so is not a wrong thing, but one need not to write, because every element's position by default it is static. By doing so, whenever element's position is static, it is not meant to move either left side or top or bottom. For an example, I'll prove it. I'll try to give some left position, 10 pixel. It's not getting moved. I'll increase the pixels. No, it is not getting moved. It means that whenever we say the position is static, then its position cannot be changed with left, right, top, and bottom values. Now we'll see what is relative. If I change this position to relative, now you can see this element is getting moved towards right side, because I set left pixel as 100. So you'll get a left margin 100 pixel, and you can see that this element is moving towards right side. Let's check it out. Look at it. 100 pixel have given 100 pixel margin is created here, and the element is moved towards right side. In the same way, you can also set the top value. If I say top has some 100 pixel, you can see that this element is getting moved towards downside by creating 100 pixel margin from top. Look at here. So this is how the relative works. The meaning of relative is that the original viewpoint of this particular element appears here after this element's position. From this viewpoint, you can move this element towards right side, down, top, bottom, wherever you want, you can do that. Now we'll see the third one, fixed. The name itself says the position is fixed. It means that the viewpoint of this particular element wherever you have created is fixed. Even though you scroll down or up, the element appears. It will never disappear upon scrolling up and scrolling down. I'll prove here. So I'll say the bottom as 0 pixel, and I'll fix this one to right side 0 pixel. So it means that I want to place this particular div tag in the right corner, exactly in my cursor place here. So that's why I have set the bottom as 0 pixel and the right side as 0 pixel. Alright, now to check whether this position or the viewpoint of this particular element is fixed, what I do is that I'll keep on increasing the number of h1 elements so that I'll get a scroll bar here. Upon scrolling up and down, the element position should be fixed. Let's check it out. I'll simply copy this H1 and I'll paste it few number of times so as to get this scroll bar. Now let's start. Look at here. Now I'll try to scroll down. Even after scrolling down, you should see this particular div tag in its fixed place. Look at here. It is fixed. It is fixed. Even though I'm scrolling down and scrolling up, the position is fixed. Now the last one, absolute. The only difference between fixed and absolute is that in case of absolute, if you scroll down or scroll up, you can see that element disappears based on its viewpoint. Now, the only thing that I have changed from the previous example is the name that I changed it to absolute. The same example, I'll just run it. You can see this tag is appearing the right side. Since the bottom is 0 and right is 0, you can see this element is here. But its viewpoint is not fixed. When I scroll down, you can see that this is going upwards. You can see that. Look at here. It's going at some point, it will disappear. So this is what absolute is. By knowing these 4 position properties, we can do wonders on the web page layouts. We can place our layouts wherever we want by moving them left, right, bottom, upside. In case if you get any doubt, please comment. That's it. We are done.